Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to High Ones. It is episode 3, I believe. Episode 3? Yeah, because last one was 2.5. I am your host, Houlihan, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Martin. Say what's good.
Yo, what's good, ladies?
Okay, well, what about people in between? Anyway, we'll look past that, you bigot. And we have our other co-host, Nathaniel.
Hello, fanboys.
That's more like it. See, he's inclusive. You're not being very inclusive, are you? So, me and Nathaniel are sober today because, well, I'm currently trying for a baby. I know, round of applause. I know.
Yeah.
Nathaniel's broke.
Boo!
Just boo!
We hate babies around here.
I said woo.
I thought you boo! Fuck them kids.
Oh, children, why? We hate children.
And
Fuck them kids.
Martin has taken 2 edibles, so Martin is not going to really be here. So, he is going to be faded.
Maybe. I'm feeling it a little bit right now, but it's not too bad so far.
Okay, so today's topic will be some more anime hot takes because we were just having a pre-conversation and it has to be recorded because it's some of the things that have been said are outrageous. So we're starting early, but the other half of the podcast will be about brain rot because I don't know anything about brain rot or new slang. I'm like a 40-year-old man trapped in a 20-year-old's body. So I need the young'uns here to help me understand the slang that the kids use on the street. So Nathaniel, what were you talking about before we started? Let's get the listeners up to date.
About how One Piece, the episode lengths don't really bother me too much. Like, yeah, they're a reason, but it's just our pirates, isn't it? It's just.
No, but it's not just it's not just pirates, bro.
It's not just that. But no, listen. Before I started One Piece, before I ever even wanted to watch it, I was like, it's just pirates. I don't really care. Until I was like, fuck it, might as well give it a try. That day was when I finally understood what peak meant.
In One Piece, obviously, people are looking for the One Piece, which is this great treasure. But in real life, our version of the One Piece is One Piece. It is the treasure that we find in our life. And you go.
If that's the case, I would rather not find it. I would rather.
No, because you gotta think about it. You go with One Piece. You go on a journey. Everyone goes from, I'm not watching this. It's way too long. And they're like, you know what? I'll give it a go for a couple episodes. And they're like, okay, this is kind of good. And then you realize the peak, and you realize that One Piece is the one piece that you've been missing from your life.
That's the whole point of the story. Right. The story isn't finding the treasure; it's the journey.
To be completely honest with you, right? I would, if there was like the option of like, you have to watch One Piece and like it and watch it all the way through and have like the perfect life, or just stay broke, homeless, and unemployed. I would rather stay broke, homeless, and unemployed.
That's fucking outrageous.
That is just some like next level hater, bro. That's just next level hater.
That's not even hating. It's just wrong.
It's just wrong.
No, I don't know. It's just. Bro, I just don't like pirates, but I don't care for pirates.
You don't like Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, but I didn't either. until I started it.
Nah, I love pirates from the beginning, to be fair. The pirates.
You are a pirate, though.
I am a pirate.
You're literally a pirate.
Were there Irish pirates? That's a good question.
Yes.
I know they were, but...
Didn't they come from Irish?
Yeah, but you don't really hear about famous Irish pirates, do you?
Because they used to trade potatoes to make beer and stuff.
Vodka for the Russian. The Russian vodka.
That's literally how the whole I'm pretty sure Irish probably started the trade. It wouldn't surprise me.
To be fair, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. My people, we are that type. We are that type to, be smart and make alcohol.
But I just don't get it. I can understand, there's a certain audience out there for One Piece, but it's just I'm not a part of that audience.
There was a video.
I don't like people fucking looking for treasure. I'd rather just people fight and fucking.
Yeah, but that's what One Piece is. One Piece is about fighting.
I like where the main goal is to fight other people.
Yeah, that's Zoro's main goal
for himself and not have a group of people. Solo leveling, hard.
Mid leveling.
That's what you're not seeing the true peak.
Yeah, but I've watched Solo Leveling and I still think.
I was gonna say something, but that's just pure rage bait. I'm not saying it.
The rage bait won't work. Say it. It won't work on me.
Solo Leveling better than One Piece.
Yeah, that's just rage bait. No one believes that.
Yeah.
No, there are some people that believe
I'm
that.
getting this channel fucking cancelled.
I believe that.
That's gonna make a great TikTok. That is. We're gonna get so many people wanting to kill you. Yeah, there's a video I saw. This bloke, obviously, he goes into conventions and asks people like anime questions. He asked this bloke what he thinks about One Piece. Bro was the biggest hater of One Piece. He was bigger hater than you are.
I feel like I've seen that before.
He was in a Spider-Man.
Oh,
He was in the Spider-Man outfit, like Indian Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Bro is the biggest One Piece hater known to man. Just anything. He said the whole thing is terrible. And I reckon that the reason why he hates it so much is either because a girl who liked One Piece rejected him, or his girlfriend cheated on him with someone that watches One Piece. That's the only way someone can hate it that much without watching it.
Pirates are just shit.
What?
Yeah, but you know what I think? You know what I think books are shit. I can't lie. I think writing in books is fucking horrible.
It's terrible, isn't it? That's why I would never do it.
Yeah,
That's why I
you would
can't.
never do it.
That's why I can't.
That's
write,
also why you. That's why you bought Death Note, didn't you?
Yeah. Have I written one?
Yes.
Yeah, Jake to get fucking. What was it? What I bought? What was it? Jake to get decapitated by someone.
What?
I don't remember anymore.
Poor Jake.
Remember it was. Fuck Jake.
Poor Jake, man. Yeah,
I hope you take Jake.
An anime that I think, not that it's shit, not that it's a shit anime, but an anime that I just won't watch. Dragon Ball. I just will never watch Dragon Ball.
I watched it without like properly realizing when I was a kid.
I can understand recent Dragon Ball,
Yeah, recent's ass.
but like peak Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
I don't. It just doesn't.
Oh,
it doesn't like
I've got
scream.
something
It
after.
doesn't scream to me. I don't care about Goku just getting different coloured hair and being stronger.
Right.
That's Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, is that Dragon Ball
Z is
Super?
So much different. So much different.
Yeah, but why are there so many different ones?
No, it's just it's like So there's original Dragon Ball from when he's a kid to a teen,
Yeah.
and then it goes. There's like a slight time skip.
Mhm.
It goes as soon as his first son is born. That's when Z starts.
Okay.
So it's like Shippuden basically, Naruto Shippuden. It's like the
Yeah.
second part, and then like I think it's not even a bit more years. It's like a few years after Z. That's when Super starts.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's all one timeline. It's just continuation.
I need. Alright, Martin, don't respond for this next one because I know what you're going to say. Right, I need you to respond to this. What would you consider the top 3 animes, like the big 3?
The big tree.
The big 3.
See, I'd say the big tree, One Piece, Naruto,
Yep.
Bleach, but Dragon Ball.
think?
But Dragon Ball is the Godfather.
Nah, I've always said.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I've always known it as Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto as big 3.
No, because I feel like
I've always been brought up like, well, not brought up like I've always known that.
No. I'll give you the exact reason why they're the big 3.
Hmm.
They're the big 3 because they came out at the same time for that generation, and they were the 3 most like.
They're also just the biggest.
Yeah, they're the biggest from that generation. That's the big 3.
And because they were all inspired by Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Which is why Dragon Ball can't be in that category, which is why he's the grandfather of all modern anime. Because without One Piece, without Naruto, and without Bleach, we wouldn't have so many of the other animes that were.
Oh
today.
yeah.
I've always just known big 3 as just Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece.
Like
always.
I'll never watch Dragon Ball, but I'll always respect it. I will always respect Dragon Ball and respect the creator and the characters. But the fans really push me away from it.
Goku.
Really.
Goku.
Goku Solo,
yeah.
Goku Solo to your whole verse. Goku Solo to your whole. Bro, Goku versus Gear 5th Luffy, dead. What's he gonna do against someone with open imagination?
You think?
I've always known Bleach is like a top 5 anime, not a top 3.
No, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece they are.
Do you know, honestly, in my eyes, I would say One Punch Man's bigger than Bleach.
Not even close.
Nowhere near.
I see a lot more. One Punch Man than Bleach.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, but that's
in
because
your-
that's because One Punch Man is more recent, and Bleach ended. Well, not ended, but like you know what I mean. That part
Okay,
ended.
Bleach have a new season.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It
But
did end for 3 years.
the new season from when Bleach ended are fucking years apart, and I mean fucking years. That's why you hear more One Punch Man than Bleach, because Bleach is older.
Bro, Saitama is the strongest anime character of all time. No one wins against him. I'm sorry, but one punch and
I thought
everyone's gone.
there's definitely someone stronger.
No,
So-
I'd no, because he just keeps scaling up and up and up. Bro sneezed, destroyed Jupiter. Just
No,
gone.
but yeah, you say that, but then there's other characters. That are
He's
just, like,
a comedy
so-
character. He's literally a comedy
so
anime
fucking
character.
broken. Some
He's
characters are
comedically
so
strong.
fucking broken.
Yeah, but I feel like yeah, but say Saitama. If Saitama locks in, because he's always so goofy and just like, oh, I can't find anyone strong enough to beat me.
I don't think
can't find
Saitama
anything."
can, on the technical level, be like added into the whole debate of like, oh, this person's solos, because he's comedically strong. Like he shouldn't actually be that strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
If you
this
was to
is
scale
why.
him down to actual like strongness, he would nowhere be like top 10.
Well, you can't say scale him down because that's his scale. That's what he is. You can't say scale him
If
down.
you used to make it like you know even between all of them and give them all like their own attributes and shit, Saitama would know better than the
No,
big
but
top
that
10.
is his attributes. That's what he is. You can't scale him. That's like saying, oh yeah,
He's a comedy anime character.
Put him against Luffy, but then don't have Luffy have any of his other gears. Scale him down a little bit. No, that's what he has.
See, that's the reason you can't scale him to other people, because he's a comedy character and he's always getting stronger.
Yeah,
That's
but
why you can't scale him to actual normal like characters.
That's
but
why I
that's
think
who
you
he
can't
is.
put him against. That's why you can't put him in the whole thing of this person's solo because he's a comedy character.
Yeah, but again, that's what you're saying. He's a comedy character, but that's who he is. That's still his character.
Yeah.
You can still pitch him against other people though.
Whereas like other people can get beaten by other people. I bet there's times where you thought, oh, Luffy's actually about to get shit on here, or
Oh no, Luffy.
I don't know, it's been
Luffy may have like lost a
like
couple
other
of fights,
characters.
but he still won against him at a second time.
Has there been a time that Saitama was like almost badly lost?
In a dream.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
He did almost lose against when I forget his name. The main bad guy character became a literal galaxy. We didn't almost lose, but
No, nowhere near almost losing. He shit on him. Bro, he started reality warping on him.
true, he did actually. Yeah, he did actually reality.
Exactly. This is why I think you can put Saitama in like, the whole top, like the
I
whole
think you can.
solos.
The thing is, you can if
You
you're not
can, but-
taking it serious. Because
Yeah,
okay,
you're taking it
so
serious.
Saitama's whole plot is he always wins.
Yeah.
So if you don't do it seriously, yes, out of any anime character, he always wins.
Yeah.
But if you
If you just put it
realistically
seriously-
do it, yeah, if you realistically do it, he's not being like top 10 anime character.
Yeah, but you
all
can't
time.
say
Yeah.
that though. You can't say yeah, but if you realistically do it though, if you you can't do that. That's not how this
bro,
works.
no.
That's who he is.
There's an anime character called Akuto Sai, who
Hmm.
is how do I even say it? He knows he's in the manga and he can just delete shit. He can delete the manga itself.
Okay, well you got to scale him down then. You got to scale him down and then fight and then pitch him against someone. No, you don't do
No,
that.
but realistically, if he fights against Saitama, right? If Saitama comes with a serious punch, you'll go, I delete.
That's quite.
That's
overpowered,
that's
to be fair.
literally his power.
That's quite overpowered to be fair.
I thought I think the main giveaway that that Saitama's a comedy character is the fact he sneezed and deleted a fucking
Yeah,
planet.
but you can't just
Like,
call him
it's
a
like-
comedy character though, because then you could say Luffy's
Yeah,
a comedy
come on.
character. Luffy's whole Gear 5
No,
is
but-
all about Toon Force, which is comedy.
But I bet when when Oda was trying to write Luffy and make his story and shit, they were trying to take him seriously.
No.
They definitely did that with Saitama.
No,
They definitely
not
did that with
really.
Saitama.
they never.
Not really. Luffy's always been goofy. He's never serious.
Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, he's been a goofy guy, but when it comes to actually like fighting,
he's
But
still
yeah, he just
goofy.
lock in and
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, but
sometimes, yeah.
he's still goofy though.
like Saitama, he could just chill.
Yeah, but Saitama has
Ever.
had moments where he's locked in.
Does he though? Does he really?
Yeah.
No,
When-
it's not even that he's chill all the time. He's just emotionless. He's like, man, I'm too strong for this shit. I just want to fight someone.
Yeah, but that's just what his character is. You can't say, oh well, he's a comedy character. He's built for funniness. Because if One Punch Man was a comedy manga fully, then okay maybe. But it's a serious manga. It's like a serious thing. It's not like a comedy manga.
I always class serious characters as where they actually have struggling fights. If they're breathing for every fight, they're just stupidly OP and like comedically OP.
See, I wouldn't say Saitama's a comedy character. He's a gag character, and they're not the same thing.
A gag's still like up for comedy or laughters.
Yeah, but he's still kind of serious. His whole goal is to just find someone that he can actually have a decent fight with.
Yeah, when he finds someone, he just doesn't have struggles.
Yeah, but that's just because he's built different. He's just better. He got rid of his limiter, so he's just got unlimited power.
That is.
Technically speaking, yeah.
Yeah, but you could say that the bloke that deletes manga things, that's a comedy character, because that's a very comedic way. So you
He might be. I don't know. I don't know that character. That's why I'm not putting that character into this. But if you was to do it seriously, Saitama will go in top 10.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I don't know. He could, but like it's not like 100% certainty.
Because even if you say you put him in seriously, he's still like that strong though. Even if he like isn't like comedic or funny and he's just dead serious, he's still just that strong.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, he's physically strong, right? So physical attacks wouldn't do shit.
Mm.
What about magic?
Yeah, exactly. See, well, magic. You probably just tank that as well. To be fair.
I don't know. There's some stupid OP characters with magic that are just so broken it makes no sense.
I reckon the way we can fix this, if we just search up, is Saitama a gag character?
No, you can't just keep asking if he's a gag character. That's not.
It's got to be.
No,
it's got to be.
Yeah, but Luffy's a gag character when you think about it. Luffy's a massive fucking gag.
Has he ever sneezed and fucking broken someone's back?
He jump roped Kaido, who's a massive dragon. If that's not a gag.
Yes, but that's because of the fruit that he had.
Yeah, and Saitama's that strong because he got rid of his limiter. Exactly. Pipe down, little boy.
Yeah, but Saitama's breaking the fourth wall.
That character Martin
That's
mentioned
literally
who
what he's
deletes manga, he's breaking the fourth wall.
I'm not including him. You're including him.
Hey, Martin brought it up first. Don't look at me. Don't bring me into this.
Bring that with Martin, not with me.
Martin ain't talking. That's not my fault.
Hey, how would you give my knowledge about the character?
Let's say it was between Luffy and Saitama then, right?
Okay.
Has Luffy ever sneezed and broke someone's back? Or like broken a fucking planet open?
I don't know, but he ate a light beam.
No.
He ate a light beam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet Saitama's done something twice as stupider.
Yeah, well, Oda's just not obviously decided to do something Luffy really stupid. Well, he has, many times. But in a way of sneezing the planet away.
Serious. He's trying to make the character somewhat serious compared to Saitama.
Luffy's not serious though, really. He's really not serious. Like, he'll have like 2 episodes where he's like absolutely just fucking like really
Okay,
even in Marineford he was dropping jokes.
We can finish this off by saying, okay, if anyone's ever gonna do this person wins, they have to only use characters that are not OP and take each other seriously.
You'll have to like just not include stupidly overpowered.
Yeah, so that means Saitama, Luffy in that case. That one guy that Martin mentioned, you can't include him. So realistically, the only people you can have in there is what? Goku. Who else?
Naruto.
Naruto, Sun Jinwoo. Who else?
Not sure.
That'll probably it. Meliodas?
No, Meliodas dies. You
I'd say you'd have to get rid of in that case, get rid of Light, because he's stupidly overpowered. He's got to write their name.
Yeah, true. Just write their name.
Yeah, but he has to know the name though. If he doesn't know the name, he can't do anything.
Yeah, but bro, his broken ass instant like
I'm taking him out then.
guaranteed kill is write your name in the book.
Take him out then.
Nah, Usopp's got to be in that. Usopp's not stupidly overpowered. He's very smart.
He's not a main character. We're saying main characters.
Oh, you're saying main characters?
Oh, main character.
Oh.
I mean, he's taking the main character. He says he's the captain.
Yeah, he says he's got main character syndrome, so.
He does. You know, he's got 30,000 fleet with him.
Yeah. He did.
8,000 men.
He did defeat Luffy. That's quite strong.
He did. Yeah.
So okay, we'll finish it off at the fact of you can only use characters that take themselves seriously.
Yeah, but why does it have to be characters that take themselves seriously? That's my
Let's be
question.
honest. Sometimes to take himself seriously.
Yeah, but exactly. Why are you specifically choosing characters that take themselves seriously?
Because if you put in comedically stupid OP characters, it just makes it stupidly unfair.
What about Invincible? Is he stupidly overpowered?
I don't know. I don't really like Invincible. I'll be honest.
You don't like Invincible?
No.
What?
How do
Why
you not
not?
like? How?
That's don't.
Is it because Robert Kirkman did it?
Red. I'm just not care for that show.
I think Invincible is mint. Well, let's just.
Bro, you could put a character in front of me from that Finch show. I'm like, yeah, who the fuck's that? I'll be honest, yeah, you know it's bad, right? I only know Invincible because of Fortnite.
Wow. Okay.
Like, the character Invincible.
What about
The
yeah? You know
character
Omni-Man from the memes
Man.
though. Omni-Man from the memes.
Which one's Omni-Man?
Nah, you're taking the piss. I know you are.
I
No,
swear
no,
down
no.
on my life.
I know you are. Because Omni-Man's in Fortnite.
Which one? I swear they've got more than one Invincible's character in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was that free? Who was that free
Omni-Man!
that you could get?
The big giveaway.
Oh,
Which
that's
one?
Right, two of you speaking at the same time. Archie, what did you say?
I said Omni-Man. It's a big giveaway. Which other Invincible character it is? Omni-Man.
Yeah, but wasn't there also an alien as well? And it was that woman.
Exactly. You just stated the other two. So you know which one.
Yeah,
it is
the
now.
alien could be a man. The alien could be a man.
You just said yeah, but now you know which one it is now because you stated the other two that it's not. You're
I don't
telling
know
me
the names.
you're telling me you've never
gonna-
seen the Omni-Man memes, where he's like him with a big arse in a black,
Yeah, mine's gone
black
blank. Mine's
white
gone
and
blank.
white and red
No,
suit with a
Archie,
mustache.
Archie, he's trolling.
I know he is.
I swear down on my whole family's life, I'm not trolling.
Right,
Slit your
say
wrist
that,
if you
but I
slit your wrist if you tell the
remember,
truth.
I remember as the fucking Omni-Man skin came out, you showed it to me on Twitter going, not even on Twitter, just in game, you told me, Mom, look at the item shop really quick. Why is it Omni-Man's ass so flat?
She wasn't talking about that. Shot at Leonard.
No, that was you. I remember.
Are you 1,000,000%?
Yes, because just before that, you showed me Scobie on Twitter.
That's Scobie. That's Scobie though. That's a different story.
No, I remember that. That
Scobie?
moment's engraved in my brain.
What's Scobie?
Let me search up Omni-Man.
What's a Scobie?
You boys know I'm terrible with remembering people based off him. Oh, mustache boy.
Oh yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I know. I know him from Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat.
For fuck's sake.
MK1.
Now, Invincible did let itself down though.
You think? A little bit.
Only a little bit.
I never saw him where he let himself off. I'll be honest.
Sometimes the animation was a bit.
No, my problem's not the animation. You know, I think the animation's like it's not terrible, but again, it's animation. Like they say, it's just a PNG movie.
It's not Boruto.
It's like-
at least.
They say it's just a PNG
Do it
movie. How
first.
else do you want someone to like slowly fly down? Like that's just what it's gonna look like. My
You talk about
problem.
Omni-Man. I think you talk about the guy from The Boys. Do you know wears a blue suit?
Oh, Homelander.
Fuck's sake.
How about that? He's definitely not in Fortnite. I know he ain't in Fortnite.
He should get in Fortnite though.
He probably will be at some point.
My problem with the
Aren't they all
Invincible,
connected?
with Invincible is the shading. For me, it's the shading. The shading's just really shit. If
Oh
they
yeah, I get.
if they would have shaded a little bit more, it would look so much cleaner. Like the end fight, if that one was shaded, like that shading on that. is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Is The Boys and Invincibles like connected somehow?
No,
I don't think so.
Oh, I always thought they were.
no.
That would be fucking sick if it.
Probably because they got added to Mortal Kombat 1 at the same time.
Bro, you boys don't understand. If I don't care about something, I just won't take interest in it.
You know who Rick Grimes is?
Yeah.
Do you care about Walking Dead?
That's
Let's
because
go!
I used to watch Walking Dead when I was young.
At least
I
you
remember
care
the
about
first 4 seasons.
some of the best seasons ever.
Exactly. That's why I've stopped.
1 to 6.5. Oh,
I couldn't say. All I just remember is my favourite season's either 4 or season 2.
4 is when 4 is half of it's in the prison, half of it's when they go to like Terminus. We watched me,
Yeah.
you Martin watched that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the prison bit.
Yeah, the prison was the best. Everyone agrees prison's the best season. Huh? Is it
Glenn's
called?
my guy.
What?
Hey, Glenn.
Pizza boy. Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn is the go.
I'll be honest. I thought you said Mung.
What? Mung?
What? See, now this is where you're hearing weird things. Because he's dead, you don't want to mung him, mate. Come on.
What? What's munging? What the fuck is that?
You know what? That'll be for a future episode.
This is
You know what? That could be brain rot, to be fair.
I was gonna say this
That could be brain rot.
is a great segue to the new slang and brain rot. Blame what?
Oh,
Blame what?
Brain rot. Yeah.
Brain rot. It's a great segue. What's munging? Will it get us?
Do you want me to read out? Do you want me to read out the official Urban Dictionary?
Will it get us cancelled?
You will have to mute a few of these, at least blur out a few of these words.
Okay.
No, I don't think you have to.
Oh no, one part you will.
Okay.
The end bit.
Okay. Munging. Step 1. Go to a graveyard for 4 of your friends.
Okay.
Step 2. Dig up a fresh corpse, preferably female, and have a gangbang. Step 3. After, one of them puts their mouths over the vagina. Step 4. Someone jumps on the stomach, shooting all the semen and maggots into such person's mouth, and they swallow it.
Swallow?
Yep.
That's a bit gay. That's a little bit gay.
You want another one? It's called frubing.
Frubing? like the yogurts, frub.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it is.
You
Okay.
could probably guess this one, to be fair.
Do you put semen in a frub?
No, close. You're halfway
Close.
there. You're halfway
God,
there.
I don't want to know. All right, go on. Put me out of my misery.
When you take your condom off after use and consume the contents like it's a frub.
What the fuck? Why?
I'm not sure, this is not even brain rot. This is just like diabolical words.
No,
This is
no,
just-
that's our brain rot.
Oh
This is our
god.
brain rot.
Oh.
On to actual brain rot then.
Okay.
Where can we start?
So
Ooh.
I'll start with what I've seen.
Okay, go on.
I've seen like a log holding a bat.
Tung sahur.
I'm sorry. What did you
Honestly.
just call me? What did you just call me?
Wait, I'm gonna say it one more time, and then I want you to try repeat, okay?
Okay.
Tung sahur.
Tung sahur.
Yeah. Good shit.
What is that? What's a tung?
It's a baseball bat
don't know.
holding a baseball bat.
It's a baseball bat holding a baseball bat. I thought it was like a log
Yeah.
holding a baseball bat.
Well, yeah, it's either that or like just a piece of wood.
You know what? You know what I reckon would be another good thing? So you know
Okay.
John Pork, right?
Yeah. He was quite old. It's quite an old meme.
Do you know the John Pork law?
There's law.
Yep.
I thought it was just like John Pork is called.
There's law.
Law.
That includes
Room.
other like. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, during the John Pork brain rot law, it includes other brain rot characters in that law.
such as Tim Cheese, his rival, Bob
Mhm.
Bacon, John Pork's cousin, and Agent 5.5.
Agent 5.5.
You've got some other people, but I don't think they really matter at the minute.
At the minute?
do you want me to tell you the John Pork law? I don't mind.
How long is it?
Or I can send it. It's pretty short. I've said it before. I can send it. You can read it out yourself.
I can't read.
Okay. I'll read it for you. Nice
Thank
and
you.
clear. Here we go. This is the epic story of John Pork's assassination attempt.
Okay.
Chapter 1. The Porkening, a tale of cheese and betrayal. It was a foggy Tuesday night in Neo Milano. John Pork, international style icon and part-time DJ, had just finished spinning a surprise rooftop set for a crowd of holographic pigeons. He was on his way home, snacking on truffle fries and vibing to lo-fi beats when he felt it. A shadow, a presence, a stench of cheddar.
Mhm.
Enter Tim Cheese. Tim Cheese, ex-military turned villain. Once a beloved dairy influencer, Tim's career crumbled when John Pork unintentionally launched a lactose-free clothing line called Pork Top. Sales soared, the lactose world shattered. Consumed by jealousy and disturbed love of sharp provolone, Tim became a full-time assassin. He vowed to melt John Pork once and for all. I'll slice that ham with style, he said. The attempt. John was walking through a narrow alleyway when suddenly a wheel of flaming Gouda came hurling towards him like a cheesy disgust of doom. "John, look out!" shouted a voice from above. It was Bob Bacon, John's estranged cousin.
Oh no.
former barbecue pitmaster turned underground bodyguard. The two hadn't spoken in years due to a heated debate over smoked tofu at a family reunion. But blood is thicker than maple glaze, he said. Bob leaped off of a fire escape, kicking the wheel of Gouda mid-air, sending it crashing into the wall of expired... what am I saying? Parmesan. The alley exploded in cheese dust. Tim emerged from the shadows, dual-wielding mozzarella sticks like nunchucks. You think you can stop me, bacon boy? Bob smirked. You're about to get grilled. The fight. It was pork versus dairy, bacon versus brie, cheese sticks clashing with spatulas, coleslaw grenades flew, and somewhere in the chaos, a boombox started playing Italian dubstep.
What?
Bob eventually got the upper hand by tossing a bacon-wrapped pineapple skewer directly into Tim Cheese's flamed... Tim Cheese's filled fanny pack, triggering a meltdown.
Oh.
John, still holding his fries, nodded solemnly. Thanks, cousin. I guess we sizzled the beef. Bob grinned. We always do, brother. Epilogue. Tim Cheese was captured and sentenced to 5 years in vegan culinary school. Bob Bacon and John Pork made amends and started a podcast called Meat in the Middle, where they review snacks and interview excellent villains. And though the world remains dangerous, one thing is clear. You don't mess with the pork when Bacon's got his back. Thank you.
What?
Thank you. But yeah, that's the John Pork law. It's crazy.
Wait. Hold on. So, a pig man threw a bacon grenade.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to give you another little thing. John Pork is the original, like the starting of like this Italian brain rot.
Is that the tung tung?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I thought. Oh right. So, I thought John Pork was just an image saying John Pork is calling. With like.
No, but when he calls, you must answer though. When he calls, you must answer.
But I always scroll away.
You pick up.
You have to pick up the phone.
I used to always scroll away from that. Am I gonna get Tim cheesed?
You will get Tim Cheese.
Oh no!
He'll throw his Gouda all over your face.
Oh god.
And it's not normal Gouda. It's the natural kind.
No! It's not vegan! What would you like to say? Sorry, you may go. You may go.
You go.
No.
I was saying, what else do you want to hear? What else do you want to hear?
That's what I want to hear. I don't. Oh, you say that, but I don't know anything.
Just more slang. What's
That's
more
the
slang?
thing. I don't really know anything. But before we do go into that, I do want to ask you, lads.
Okay.
What is your favorite like high memory? Like, what memory have you got being high? Where it's like that was like the best time I was high.
Waking up in my friend's bed and he was watching Adventure Time. And I just asked him what the fuck he's watching. He looks back at me and goes, "I don't fucking know, mate. I'll be honest."
That does sound.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That sounds like a good night.
And we just started pissing us. We started pissing ourselves.
What's yours, Martin? What's your favorite high memory?
I'm trying to think.
I've only got like 4.
What about Sig mine?
True.
What Sig?
So there's 2 that come to mind.
Which 2?
Sig, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other time was when it was me and Leonard playing fucking poker.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. People that don't understand Sig, I'm also a VTuber. For people that don't know, well, not ex VTuber really, but I do VTubing on the. Well, I did VTubing on the side. I've stopped doing that now to do this. But we had a series on there called Highcraft, which was inspired by someone else. I forget his name. Where we played Minecraft High, and these 2 idiots got high and just built a Sig sign out of dirt while I was deep in the mines in the Nether dying with fucking Paul, and these 2 were just up in the overworld doing the Sig sign. They didn't even build a house.
No.
You didn't build a farm. You did fuck all. All you did was a Sig sign.
All you told us to do was build a house.
It was supposed to be Sigma, okay?
Yeah, well,
space.
it became Sig.
Yeah, well, you guys didn't progress enough, so we couldn't put the rest of the work.
Progress enough?
It's your fault, guys.
I built a Nether portal. I got diamonds. We got Netherite. I progressed loads. You were the one meant to build the house. You were meant to plant the saplings, get the trees, do the farm.
No, to be fair, we didn't just build Sig. Me and Nathaniel fought over potatoes as well.
Oh, I applaud you. Congratulations.
I found your family, Archie. I found your family.
We fought over fucking chicken eggs for some reason.
You had villager eggs that you didn't even use.
I threw them out the map.
I know. I'd say my favorite high memory is I was playing Fortnite with Paul, and like this Fortnite game, it felt like it was taking ages. It felt like I was going on for a good hour. It wasn't. This was like the first time I'd taken like 2 edibles at the same time. I was so gone. But we landed somewhere. We had like some enemies like attacking us in this one place. We killed one of them, and then they ran away. They must have been revived. Me and Paul, it was in the wrecked season. I loved that. That was a great season. I loved that season. I did. And we had like loads of enemies always attacking us. We like almost died loads of times. Managed to survive, get away, and at the very end, it was the same 2 people from the beginning. Those same people, and guess what? We won that shit. And after I did it, I put my hands on the back of my head. I said to Paul, I was like, "Yo, Paul, that game was like a movie." That's one of my favorite memories because it was so fucking funny. Because I just put my hands on my head, lay back, seeing the Victory Royale, just like, damn, that was like a movie, man.
Bro just had the new fucking Fast and Furious movie.
That's one of my favorite memories. Being high.
Speaking of Fast and Furious movie, have you seen what they've announced recently?
No.
Oh yeah, they're bringing Paul Walker back, but he's fucking dead.
And they're going back to LA street racing.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Fast and Furious film.
I've only seen 2. I'll be honest.
Never.
Yeah, I've
Tokyo
seen 3 as well.
Tokyo Drift, not one of the newer ones.
In that case, I've seen 3.
Go on.
So have you?
I saw a video.
Okay.
I want to say this. I saw a video. You boys will know him. Jay Swingler, TGF.
Yeah.
He did a video today.
Oh yeah, this video.
He went to every weird vending machine in Japan.
I was going to talk about the vending machine.
Please tell me why there's a period used panties vending machine.
What?
Yep.
Period used.
And no, I saw this. It's the cheapest one. It's the cheapest vending machine out of all the vending machines he paid for. That was the cheapest one.
What? I know there's.
How?
I know there's vending machines for schoolgirl underwear, and it's to help like young girl students like get a bit of income for themselves. But you're telling me there's a market for that though? That's what's the craziest thing. There's a market for it. Who?
I think it's the fact that
that's the whole point of the vending machines. They're just randomly there. So if you're not at the market, and it just so happens to be next to you, then you go there.
But why? Why would you want
Japan? It's Japan.
It's like Japan is one of like
I think it's the fact that the government know there's a market because they know there's fucking weirdos out there is the worst part.
Like Japan will either be like the weirdest country ever, or it would be like the most chillest, most calmest, most respectful. Like the sides of Japan are like a fucking like black and white. There's no grey. There is no grey area in Japan. You're either like find really respectful people that care and are always really nice, or you'll find creeps that want to buy used period underwear. There's no in between.
I saw a video and it was like a European girl goes to Japan to see how bad the rumours are. There was one video she documented, and it must have been within the space of an hour, about like 15 guys just following her.
Oh god.
Obviously within like different time periods, but she was just walking on like main streets where it was like relatively popular and like populated. No one was stopping the creeps. It was just happening. It was just they were taking pictures of her like from behind. It's weird.
But you gotta go to like the good places in Japan. Like if you go like a little bit
that desperate.
If you in Japan, I feel like if you go a little bit outside of the tourist area, it's like every man for himself. You gotta like not fend, but you gotta like watch your back.
Yep. It's bad, really. It shouldn't be like that. But...
No, it is quite.
It's the harsh way of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like that everywhere. Like if you go a little bit outside of Derby city centre, and you go to Normanton, you're fending for yourself. Like. The gangs run the police around there. Like little 4-year-old boys pissing up walls. Oh god, so bad.
Kick 'em. Fuck off, little bastard.
I do really want to go to Japan though. Like not. The thing is, whenever you say that, you always think of like creepy anime blokes. I can't wait to go to Japan and finally live my anime isekai dream.
I don't want I don't even want to go to Tokyo. I just want to go to Japan, like northern Japan, just like
The
look at scenery.
countryside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the countryside. You find like a little shop run by like a family for like 8 generations, and it's like the best food you've ever had.
So this is like a little, yeah, it's like random one-stop shops, like on the roads. It's just like a little family-run business.
The shops in Japan as well. I feel like they're all great. Well, not all, but a lot of them are like fucking mint.
You just look at them and they look aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, Japan's just very aesthetically pleasing.
In certain places.
I feel like majority, like the cities are aesthetically pleasing for like all the neon lights, like the nightlife, the day life, all the shops.
So you look at the traffic and it's a bit different story.
It's like the buildings as well. Like you can go like into a basement and you'll just find like the biggest anime figure collection everywhere in like the most random basement ever. But then you go to the countryside and it's just really peaceful, really nice. There's just like these little old people helping each other out. They're really like, oh, do you need some help to go somewhere? Oh, do you need this? Do you need that? You can borrow this if you want. I feel like anime has not ruined, but distorted like what people think of Japan.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
like,
People think you're gonna go there and see a bunch of cool people. They're all friendly, you know. No.
like most Japanese like men especially will just completely ignore everything because they just gotta go to work. They just gotta go work. They gotta take the train. They gotta go work.
I saw a statistic. So you know how people say, "Oh, Japanese girls really like foreigners," in terms of like people that are outside the country.
Yeah.
Over 89% of women that get with foreigners cheat on them.
Oh.
It's just to get a green card.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if it's Japan. It was one country. I don't know what it was, but there was this black bloke that went there, and like apparently like loads of people just always kept staring at him, like really, really badly. Like not in the city as much. He says the city is not too bad except for the tourists are. But it's when he goes to the countryside, he gets a lot of stares. A lot of people like just kind of going up to him, asking if they can touch his skin. He said that he was in like a little village, in like a shop, and this old lady came over with a sponge and tried to clean him. She said.
What?
Because they just, if you're in a Japanese countryside, you just don't really see them.
That. Yeah.
They just don't really see
It's because
people
like,
like
it's such
that.
a dystopian thing, innit?
Yeah.
It's such a dystopian, like it's outside the world thing.
That's like if we saw, I don't know, what if we saw? I don't know. I feel like in Britain, you see a lot of everything.
You kind of get everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Britain you get a lot of everything.
I saw something similar. It's not the whole like, it's not Japan, but it's like the whole that area of Asia. North Korea have like phones, like they can, their citizens can have like phones and shit. But anytime a piece of news comes through from like a South Korean, what's it called, provider,
Yeah.
it's like it replaces the notification with South Korea is a puppet nation.
What?
It's so fucked.
North Korea is.
There was a guy, I can't remember his name, it's like Simon something, and he like sneaked a camera into North Korea. It looks so creepy. It reminds me of 28 Days Later.
Oh.
It's so quiet and eerie.
See, North Korea is so strange.
Apparently, like on your days off, you have to go and praise this big statue of Kim Jong Un, or at least like one of the family members.
I think it was his dad, wasn't it?
There's only five different hairstyles you can get, and that's including men's and women's.
I'm not surprised people like would risk their life dying to get out of the country.
You have a certain like dress code. You can't wear anything like too revealing or too. That's so fucked though, isn't it?
The difference from North Korea to South Korea is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, get off the serious topic. We're being very serious this episode because me and Nathaniel are sober. We're being very serious. We're not being as goofy. We need to bring out inner Luffy.
Okay, let's go Mong then.
No, let's not go Mong. We're not Monging.
Yeah.
I'm not having sperm and maggots get shot into my mouth. Alright, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
I mean,
boring.
it doesn't have to be you down there. It could be Nathaniel.
I don't want any of you to have my spunk in your mouth. To be honest with you, I think I'd rather not. I don't want you to taste my children.
We tried, man. We tried.
Fuck, it didn't work. Damn it.
Oh.
Shit.
What game that's already out there would you love to see as like an anime,
Ooh.
or all the way round?
Ooh.
Anime. Ooh. I feel like a game that would make a pretty fucking good anime is BioShock.
Elden Ring.
Or Elden Ring.
Ooh.
But I feel like BioShock is right up like an anime thing with like using powers and shit. but then also using
Yeah.
guns. And then like what are they called? The daddies? Are they daddies? Big brothers? Whoever they are.
I think. Yeah.
Something like that. And like the little children,
Hear me out.
that would be good.
Hear me out. A Daisy anime.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say
Ooh.
that would be good. Because you could do whatever story you wanted. You wouldn't have to follow a specific story.
You could literally do like not what if episodes, but like each season's a different group of people.
Yeah.
But it turns out like the big grand season is like it turns out all these different groups from each season are all just in the same server together. But it's like an isekai. That'd be really cool.
That a Daisy isekai would be pretty mint.
I think in other games it would be cool.
I've never really watched isekais, you know. They've never really like struck me.
Nah, I fucking love these guys.
Like
I used to hate them until recently.
I don't want to watch a bloke die and then get reincarnated in another world. I don't know. I don't know why.
That's what I hate about the first few episodes of the isekai. It's like the establishing that he's just come from another world. But when he gets like a few episodes in, it's like that's fully gone out the window. It's like, okay, cool. Now he's just this guy in the world. He knows he's in a different world, but he doesn't talk about it.
Yeah, it's like
and he's just beating ass.
Why can't they just have it be someone from that world? Why does it have to be someone out of the world go into the new world?
Yeah, it should be something like he knows he's an isekai, so he doesn't talk about it much. That'd be cool.
I feel like they could.
Something like just like that.
I feel like they could just, you know, have a character be in the world and do that story. Like I feel like have him be an isekai doesn't really add much to the story.
Ooh, Martin.
No,
we talk
but
about
no, the word. Wait, before we do that, the word isekai doesn't just mean died and went to another world.
It's been transported.
It could be like SAO, Sword Art Online. It's technically an isekai.
Is it?
Yeah, 'cause you're in a different.
Yeah.
World. You're in a different world.
Isekai is just the term of going into a different world.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You could say that like traveling abroad is like isekai.
Could you imagine this whole time One Piece was just an isekai
like-
and you just didn't know to the end?
One Piece is actually just like someone playing a video game.
Some like mad plot twist. It's someone just playing Sea of Thieves.
Nah, Sea of Thieves, One Piece. That'll
Do you know,
be
yeah, right? Do you know what I reckon? Should we tell? Do you know how you was talking? Archie was talking about like, what if it was a guy from the real world coming to the, coming to this other world, or the other guy going to the real world?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shall we talk about episode 2 of the anime we watched today?
Oh my god.
Oh my. So, quick little debrief.
Mm-hmm.
Watched the anime today, only 2 episodes, this should just come out. Guy, it's an isekai, so he wakes up randomly in this body, but he's a god. But he doesn't know that, and he has to find out. He finds out pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
He's in like this Victorian era.
Mm.
So he's like, there's like, it's limited to what you can do. Like, he has a gun, but it's not very good, it's just a revolver. So on and so forth. He joins this like little society. It's like it's pretty much the police, but he's got powers. It's pretty much JJK, but on crack.
Yeah.
But he drank this potion called the seer potion. So he's now a seer. That's like his role. So like his like training for it was like, the guy was like, okay, cool. Imagine something that's there in the real world that you can get right now. It's like, okay, cool, you've done that. Now imagine something that you can't get right now, that you want. But because he's from Earth, and they didn't know about Earth.
Those are not the words he said. He said, imagine something that doesn't exist in this world.
Yeah. So he was like, okay, cool. Earth's not in this world. I'm not on Earth right now. Let me imagine something from Earth. Bro, I think that's when everything went fucked up.
Yeah.
Bro spawned an iPhone and started going on fucking Subway
Bro,
Surfers.
he went from imagining like a rocket to like, what else was there?
Planes, cars, M4s.
Planes, cars. And then as more and more came, he imagined the whole Earth.
Yeah.
So it just became like the new Earth.
Bro, that's like, this is the first isekai that I'm watching, and it's like actually like kind of got me in. It kind of gets off the whole, oh yeah, I'm in a new world pretty quick.
Mm.
It's literally just the first
really
episode.
quick.
It's literally like the first like 20 minutes of the episode. It's like, wait, why am I here? Wait, I swear I was just in this other place. Anyway, cool, I'm now in this world now. Okay, cool.
An anime
Let's get to work.
that I would really want to see, which I feel like Japan have never really like done proper, is like a zombie anime. Like yeah, they've done zombie-esque ones,
Yeah.
but they've never done like a horror zombie anime.
Like a survival,
Yeah,
like
a Walking Dead type
scavenging for
anime.
food.
I feel like that. I feel like they could do because
There's definitely odds. I'll watch that.
Korea do fucking mint zombie shit. Like their
Yeah.
zombie stuff is always
Yeah.
great, but you never really see like Japanese zombie stuff.
Yeah.
And I would love to see a zombie anime, but like a serious one. There's High School of the Dead. Some bloke does a sniper shot through her tits, which is a bit, yeah. And then you got the new one that I say new one that came out a bit ago now, didn't it? Where a bloke, like an office worker, that's like, oh, zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
oh, I'm gonna do my bucket
Zom
list.
100.
Yeah, Zom 100. Which that looked cool, but I feel like it didn't take itself seriously. Fuck, we're back on the seriously topic. No! Just gone into a massive loop.
It's like Tom isn't a serious character.
Fuck!
I just want to see an anime. I love, like, my weakness in animes is romantic slice of lives. That's my
Yeah.
weakness. I love slice of life animes. I love just seeing like a character just live his normal day and something happens.
Yeah.
I feel like slice of life are good if you know, yeah, this is an anime, this is a slice of life. Everything's like things that happen in here will never happen in real life. With like people being in school and they get sitting next to like the mean girl, and then it turns out that she actually has a big crush on him, and then they end up getting together and have babies.
No, don't get me wrong. There is a very, very, very small chance of that happening, but it's very,
Yeah.
very fucking small.
But I feel like that has
It's like,
it's distorted a lot of Western audience, like,
Yeah.
especially
it
Americans.
gives them a false reality.
Yeah,
It gives them a false reality.
they
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There is a reality out there, but it's like it's not this one.
Yeah,
Get over
no.
it.
Yeah. Because don't get me wrong, I'm a bit of a victim to this. You know, I used to watch slice of life romance animes when I was younger, and I thought, oh, maybe I could do that, and then I just became like a really cringe weirdo. And then I realised maybe I
really
should
like
stop doing
watching
this.
I don't like watching them because it's like the fact of like, I just like laughing at the fact of like, imagine if I was in this fucking situation. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
like, oh,
It's like, what the fuck?
No, but they also
like,
make
oh,
me,
it's so cute. Imagine this was me.
they also get me really angry because it's like, just fucking admit that you love each other already, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
yeah.
Yeah.
The main character's always so stupid as
Yeah.
well. He doesn't get the hints. Like, just
Uh-huh.
fucking, she likes you, brother.
Like,
It's funny.
a lot of American anime watchers have become so like reality numbed because they've watched so much anime.
Yeah.
And that's why America's got so many like cringe, fat, smelly people, which have ruined like anime watchers for a long time.
Mhm.
It's like I haven't really minded like I think what people have been calling it, like the great turn of anime, where anime's become like a normal thing to watch. It's not become like creepy or like
Oh, yeah.
weird.
I think that ruined anime.
I don't mind it, only for the fact that you can now say, oh yeah, I watch anime, and you don't get judged. But it also ruined it because chavs, any like not British people, chavs are like fucking trailer park
Cretins.
livers. People that live in white trash trailer park. Like now they're watching anime, and it's a bit annoying.
I wish the whole like the resurgence of anime watching came, but not to an extent it has.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
still a small group of people that find it a bit weird, but there's also a large group that find it kind of cool and like it's
Yeah.
normal.
Like I feel like England anime watchers are chill as fuck. Like if you're in England and you're an anime watcher,
Bro, before
chill.
COVID, if my mum walked into my room, I was just watching anime. She'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
She walked in my room the other day. I was just watching anime. She was like, "Oh, okay, cool." What's my cat?
my parents know that I watch anime, but my dad's very old fashioned. Like he's not old. Well, no, he's not old. He's in his 40s. So he's not old, but he's very old fashioned, very traditional man. So around like 2020, when obviously we just locked in, they're like, come in my room, oh, what you watching? I was like, oh, I'm watching anime. My dad's like, why are you watching cartoons? And I was like, well, they're not cartoons. He goes, that's a cartoon, aren't you? I was like, no, it's an anime. He goes, yeah, it's a cartoon. It's hand drawn. It's animation. It's cartoon.
I think cartoons are for kids.
Yeah.
Anime is for the older.
Yeah.
I think 12 plus is the cut-off point for cartoons. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I could agree with that. 12 plus cutoff for cartoons.
Like 13, you can start watching Dragon Ball and understand it. Naruto,
Yeah.
you can understand. You can probably watch it younger, but like 13's like the prime time.
Yeah. But even now, when I tell like my mum and dad, oh yeah, I'm watching this new anime, One Piece, but I was like, what the fuck's that? I was like, oh, it's Japanese stuff. He goes, I don't get it, Archie. I don't understand. Why are you watching it? I was like, because it's mint. I tried to get him to watch the live action One Piece, but they ain't got Netflix. They got a dodgy box.
My dad
With no
did the
One Piece on.
exact thing.
Yeah.
He still does it to this day.
Just doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
I remember my mum walked in on me watching Shimoneta once.
Oh no. God. That's always the most annoying thing. Whenever you watch an anime and your parents always walk in when it's the weird shit. Every time.
My mum used to always think it was just weird. Like, even if like there was like a sick ass fight on the screen, she'd be like, why are you watching this? Like, this is like rude. I'm like, no, mum, they're literally fighting on the screen. You cannot see them do some badass shit.
Oh.
I feel like if you give it a few more years, I reckon like anime would be like the standard.
Yeah.
Like I reckon like animes would be like on like proper TV, like Channel 4 and shit.
Yeah. Well, One Piece is on BBC iPlayer. It's like
Yeah, but it's not like aired regularly.
No.
I reckon it'll be the point where like do you know, like shows like Adventure Time and shit will be replaced with anime.
Like Simpsons. Instead of Simpsons being on
Yeah.
TV. That's what I don't get. There's people out there, full of adults, like from 20 to like fucking 50 that watch Simpsons and think that's hilarious.
Comfort thing.
But then when you say you watch anime, like, oh, why are you watching a cartoon? What do you want to watch cartoon?
I
Simpsons.
I was very similar for a little bit. I would I would religiously watch Family Guy.
Yeah, but Family Guy is good though.
I still to this day, like whenever like a Family Guy episode, if I walk through the front room and I'd see a Family Guy episode on, I'm sitting down and watching it.
Yeah.
I don't care if I've got something going on in the other room. I'm watching that Family Guy episode. I love it.
Family Guy's good though. That's the difference. Simpsons isn't good anymore.
I can't watch South Park.
Really?
I think it's just the character design.
I don't watch South Park anymore. I used to like it.
Like, I know Family Guy is 2D, but it doesn't look 2D.
Yeah.
Like, with South Park, it looks very 2D.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, that's what I like about South Park. It just looks. I like something that looks like it's got some like not depth in terms of like details, but I mean like how it looks. If like if like I don't know, Simpsons for example, it looks 3D. Family Guy, it looks 3D. I'll watch.
You've just made a realization. The reason why people probably think anime is weird is probably South Park, you know, because back in the day they used to like make fun of anime and shit.
Oh yeah.
They used to
Still
like,
do a little bit.
Yeah, they still do a little bit now, but they used to always like take the piss out of like anime when they'd like do certain episodes.
Yeah.
So I feel like that also made a lot of like a big part of the generation be like, oh look, they're making fun of that Japanese shit. So then now when like older people see it, they're like, oh, it's that weird stuff.
Yeah, I just can't get. People that like South Park, it just baffles me.
One of Katie's like not dreams, but things she really wants to do is to go to either a Korean convenience store or a Japanese one.
Yeah.
She used to always like watch those videos back in the day. Though even when we first met, she used to
Japanese 7-Elevens are the most elite things ever.
I'd love to go to one. There's that mini one in Derby, but it's
Not as good though.
No, it's not as good as actual ones, but it's as good as you can get here.
Yeah.
I see the aesthetic. It like when you got like those like ice cups, and then you get like your own tea. They've also got like a microwave in there with a kettle, so you can buy your food, then make it. We just don't have that in England, and I don't understand why. Because it's genius. I'd love that because obviously I'm always on the road. Nip it to a corner shop, get a pot noodle, get the kettle, cook it, eat it, and then go. There's such a missed market.
Another show that I don't really like, Futurama.
I don't mind Futurama.
I just
if I see clips on TikTok, I'll watch.
Well, what even is like Futurama about? Like, do you know how like Family Guy's like it's just a family, they go through like random shit every day. What's Futurama about?
A bloke from the year 2000 waking up in the year 30,000. No, 3,000.
So it's an isekai before an isekai.
Yeah, basically. It's basically an isekai.
It's just that and just the most randomest shit happens every episode.
It's like South Park, like a bunch of kids like is it high school or what?
Yeah, like
4, 5? Year 4, 5?
Something like that, yeah. But like there's like some sort of like meaning behind it. You know, Simpsons is very similar. It's like they've got different. You know, Homer's doing whatever. Fucking Marge looking after the kids at fucking what's her name?
Maggie.
And obviously Bart and Lisa at school and whatnot. But like they've also got different things going on. Where it's just Futurama's about a guy that just wakes up and
Well, no,
is,
they've
you know.
got different things going on.
Rick and Morty pisses me off as well.
I don't like Rick and Morty. It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
I fucking hate it.
It's so annoying. Like,
I remember when the whole stuff about that guy came out and people were defending him.
well, the voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you speak to a 16-year-old.
Like, he did something bad. Cancel the show. Get it gone. It's terrible anyway.
Like the first 3 seasons were quite funny because when it just came out, it was quite funny. But now it's just not anymore.
The best thing that's come out of the Rick and Morty thing is the High on Life game.
Yeah, that's not from Rick and Morty.
But it's in the universe.
That only came about. The only reason that came about is because Rick and Morty. Because the bloke that made Rick and Morty got loads of money. He's like, let's make a game. Okay, let's make a game. So if Rick and Morty didn't
That's
get
the only
popular,
good thing in that universe.
Yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of these terrible anime takes. These absolutely revolting takes about fucking One Piece.
One Piece is still shit.
It's not shit. It's peak. It's the reason it's called One Peak. Hope you all enjoyed this. I hate myself and I'm going to kill myself. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the podcast. If you do want more episodes of the podcast, make sure to hit that like and subscribe so you do not miss another podcast episode. We also are starting a TikTok up if you want to see our funniest clips, so make sure to go follow us on there. And we might do some TikTok lives. You never know. We probably won't, but who knows? If you want it, we will. Bye. Fuck you.